Oh man, y'all, you can't make this up. What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So, 2 days ago, rapper of the Migos, Takeoff, was shot and killed. Rumors were circulating that his death had something to do with a dice game going wrong, right? And we've come to find out that, it really wasn't over a dice game, like people were saying. People that were there were saying it had nothing to do with a dice game at all. But I still decided that I wanted to make this video and talk about why I never have been a gambler in my life, right? And growing up in Chicago, a lot of the dudes in the hood they love to shoot dice. Love to shoot dice. A lot of the dudes that I knew and grew up with loved to shoot dice. They were good at shooting dice, right? Like that was a thing. Gambling, whether it be some card games, but the dice were heavy. Dice was heavy. Dudes would be outside shooting dice before school, right? On the block, shooting dice outside the corner store. That was the thing. And me, myself, yeah, you would see dudes, they were like, oh my, they look like they doing their thing. They getting money, they winning money. It looked to be fun. But I never partook, I didn't choose to partake in it. And here's why. I started to notice certain things, especially surrounding dice games. There is a dark energy surrounding dice games that I don't really see. I mean, you see it around card games, gambling in general. I'm sure, especially people that say they have been in prison, say the card games be crazy, and I'm sure gambling in general. But me seeing dice games, the energy around it is dark and it get crazy. Shooting dice is a street dude's favorite activity. That's where they like to be at, on the dice. And when you're dealing with street dudes, a lot of them, like, it's a bravado that come with them. Bravado, especially even just coming from Chicago, there's a certain bravado and flair that dudes have. When they getting when they getting down in the dude's pockets, when they taking the dude's money and dice, they talk foul. Dudes start saying all type of stuff. Man, your kids ain't eating nothing tonight. That's all my money. They ain't gonna have nothing to eat tonight. They ain't having nothing in their refrigerator. Fam, they start saying stuff like, you leaving this whole dice game naked, fam. I'm taking everything off. I'm taking everything up off you, fam. Everything. I need all that. I need them shoes too. I need all that. They start talking crazy, right? I mean, talking all type of stuff. I mean, you ain't getting your mama nothing. Your mama ain't eating. People just start, it just starts getting very, very hostile. And when you start talking about a dude telling a dude his kids ain't finna eat nothing tonight, his mama ain't eating, he leaving the game naked, dudes start saying stuff like, hold on. Who you talking to, right? Tempers flare. People start getting loud. Tempers flare. Looks start being exchanged. And then next thing you know, weapons get drawn. And some shooting or some stuff like that happens, or it gets crazy. Somebody gets shot at, or even worse, death comes, right? A friend of mine, he was related to an individual. A friend of mine was related to an individual who would have the dice games robbed that he was shooting dice in. Seriously. He would be shooting dice against people and then have his homies come rob the dice game. He would act like he didn't, like they would be outside in the garage or something. He'd have one of his homies come rob the dice game. And he'll act like he don't know what's going on. They all just getting robbed. Meanwhile, he leaves the dice game, go back home. His homies come bring all the money to him. And they split the money up amongst each other. Steal all the money. Right? And these things have happened. And just think about them type of situations. You having somebody rob the dice game. Just imagine if somebody that's getting robbed pulls out a gun and starts shooting. The situation, death ensues after that. And so I just could never be shooting dice. Especially when you shooting, because a lot of people shoot dice with people they really don't know that well and all of that. And when you don't know dudes that well, they not trying to de-escalate situations. They trying to go to the highest extent possible to show you they mean business about their money. And people don't play about money in the hood in general. Money is scarce anyway. So, nah, bro. I didn't heard the situations with a dude is getting his pockets hit. And he is pissed off about it because nobody like to lose money, right? And he starts saying y'all ain't finna take all my money, especially if it's a dude with a certain type of rank and reputation in the hood. He starts to not play fair. He started getting mad. His money getting taken, and he telling them, y'all ain't taking this. Y'all ain't taking this. Y'all ain't taking nothing from me. He started getting mad. Next thing you know, he either trying to shoot up the place, or trying to stick up the dice game, or something crazy. Because he's upset because the game ain't going his way. A lot of the dudes in the hood, a lot of them are sore losers. A lot of them don't want to get, they really don't, they only want to take other people's money. They don't want their money getting taken from them. So then when their money gets taken, it becomes a problem, and they want to act extremely hostile and show a crazy energy to other people, and then it escalates to a whole nother situation. You're like, what the hell just happened? So I never would partake in them games because I always would see what would happen. A friend of mine, man, another friend of mine, he knows somebody that took the life of a son of a high-ranking individual in a dice game before. Just because stuff was getting heated and escalated, man, it's just, nah, bro, it's not a friendly game. There's nothing friendly about shooting dice at all. There's nothing friendly about that gambling type stuff, man. Like, nah, bro, it's just, they don't really end well. You know, especially when big money is being gambled upon. So, I can't, I will never be, and that's why I never took an interest in gambling for real. I saw where it went. I would see like, oh, this about to get bad. This about to get bad. As soon as dudes start raising their voice, fam, what you touching the dice for? Dudes start, it just started getting crazy. Some dudes get agitated when they lose and start talking mess to people that's around the game. Just because they agitated. Some dude looking or whatever, somebody on the phone. Why is he on the phone? Why the fuck is he on the phone? Getting agitated because they think any and everything is throwing off their performance in their game. So they try to pinpoint their losses on somebody else because they just so pissed that their pockets getting hit, right? I remember rapper Casanova 2X. I seen a clip when he's shooting dice amongst people. And the girl Akbar V, she's there. And I don't know what she doing. They just show a clip and he like, baby girl, you been talking this whole game. You over there looking at the door. You talking and you doing all this and you doing all of that. Calm down. This is a man's game. You doing a whole lot. Chill out. Let the men do this. Chill out. You relax. Casanova getting agitated, I think, because I don't know. Maybe his pockets was getting hit and he was losing and he getting frustrated. So he looking like, nah, this girl, she talking too much. She's saying little comments a little too much. She ain't probably even really she ain't directly affecting him, but he might be just agitated because I need somebody to pinpoint this on. Hey man, shut up, man. Stop talking. That's what he really wanted to tell her. Shut up and stop talking. Baby girl, chill out. Chill out. You doing too much. You looking over at the door. You saying certain stuff. Relax. He getting mad because at the end of the day, his pockets is getting hit off. His money, he's losing money. And nobody likes to lose money. That's the same reason you see people that leave the casino. When they leave the casino, they lost their money. They look sad. They look depressed. Some people are in an angry mood. They look like they waiting, ready for somebody to say the wrong thing to them so they can snap. So I don't engage in gambling because I know where it could go. I know it could be a situation where people be like, what is that a sound? But anyway, I'm car alarm outside or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I know it could be like somebody could be one moment from snapping. So I've seen people around the dice game getting mad at other people. Oh, dude on the phone. He on the phone too much. Why he looking at the thing? Why he trying to touch the dice? Why he, first of all, you can't touch the dice if you ain't shooting. That's a no-no, right? But yeah, man, people just start getting frustrated with anybody around the game because they mad that they losing. And they like, I got to take this out on somebody. And somebody else becomes a target of their aggression. People start wanting to get aggressive, start wanting to just go get irate because their money is lost. So it's like, nah, bro, this doesn't look like a game that's fun to me. I don't want to engage in none of that. So it is what it is. Even the spades game be crazy. Spades game, man. People playing spades in school? What? It's going up, man. I done heard dudes give threats. Hey, man, you ain't pay me this money, fam. After school, it's up. You don't got this money, bro. I promise you. You step outside, I'm on your ass. And you like, oh, what the hell? It ain't been to that, man. I didn't see a dude. I promise y'all in school didn't have that money, got his head bust. He was trying to avoid the dudes they owed money to. And he tried his best to avoid them, and they caught him. And they whooped on him about their bread, man. It's like, no, man, gambling is not a smart thing to do in the hood. It's not safe. You want to gamble, go to the casino where it's a little bit more organized. People can talk trash in there for sure, but it's a little bit more organized. Security is around to try to de-escalate situations. If you win a large lump sum of money, the security can walk you to the car. All of that, it's better that way. It's better that way than to be on the block hustling, shooting dice. Because you just never know. People having a bad day. There's a lot of high heads on the block. Mom, you just a switch could flip in their head. And Ma's just going on a rampage. Just like on that movie, what's that movie, Unhinged or whatever? The road rage story. Just like stuff like that, man. Like, nah, it could be something, I think it was called Unhinged. Yeah, like, dude, somebody just go crazy. So, I know that's not the situation that happened with Takeoff and Quavo and them. But, again, man, nah, bro. I didn't heard of dudes having the dice game robbed and all that, man. And just imagine if you try to put up a force, they end up killing you. And this the dude that you out here shooting, that's his man's. He out here getting you robbed for your money because he mad he losing. Or he don't want to risk losing his money. So he rather just get you robbed and he just go take your money and him and his homie go back and split it. It's just crazy stuff, man. So, yeah, gambling is a no-no for me and it's always going to be a no-go. I'm only going to gamble if, like, maybe I put $20 on FanDuel or something like that, something like that. I ain't doing all that crazy stuff, though. Not amongst no dudes in the hood. Nah, bruh. Even betting on playoff games. People don't want to pay their wages on that. And when you don't want to pay their wages, dude, come to folks' jobs, come to people's houses, all type of crazy stuff, man. I don't need that drama in my life. I'm a drama-free type of guy. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.